Hoo-ah.
Somos gente de paz.
¿Y ustedes?
No queremos
¿Con quién
problemas.
están?
Estamos con ustedes.
Okay, tell me if you've heard this one. A sailor sitting in a bar. I've heard this one. I don't give a shit. Anyway, this sailor's sitting in a bar and he leans over to the guy next to him and says, "You want to hear a marine joke?" The guy next to him replies, "Before you tell the joke, you ought to know. Oh, weigh 200 pounds and I'm a marine. Not a sicario."
Hola, ¿cómo está?
All right, we're good.
Buckle up, people. was created by their own machinations. The cocaine industry did not thrive until they helped it to grow.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
Class in American society. Cocaine funded all their wars and Latin America. But since we cartels, we always negotiate with violence. In the end, we need each other. We need to be adversaries. Together, the cartels and the governments of the world have created a perfect system of drugs, money, and policy. And we are all monsters together. Without our conflict, we would all die away.
Ready? Open fire.
Del corazón de México ya llegaron los originales, las mejores camisas, los espectaculares fajos piteados, las exclusivas botas de piel y las chamarras que usan los jefes de la plebe. Ven a Plebes Fashion y vístete a lo jefe. Las mentes cerradas.
The small-minded will tell you that Santa Muerte is a dark relic, morbid and dangerous. I say that ordinary morality for children and...
Fire. Don't want to spook the target. Switch to suppressors. Got eyes on the target. Let's move.
Down. They're onto us. Watch out.
El sueño. The sicarios have found the escaped prisoner in the village of Culta.
What a wonderful name for a town. They were protecting him?
Sí. The village is known to Unidad as a haven for rebels.
Why do these rebels even bother? Kill them all. The whole village. Visit divine wrath upon Culta. And wipe it off the face of the earth.
Claro. Al rato.
¡Está bien, me rindo! ¡Paz, paz, paz, peace! Está bien, gana. Está bien, me rindo. ¡Puta madre! ¡Ya está! Entrego las armas. ¡Está bien, me rindo! ¡Puta madre! ¡Ya está! Entrego las armas. ¡Paz, paz, paz, peace! Está bien, ganaron. Ya está. Puta madre. Ya está. Entrego las armas. ¡Paz, paz, paz, peace! Está bien, ganaron. Ya está. Está bien. bien, me rindo. Puta madre. Ya está. Entrego las armas. ¡Paz, paz, paz, please! Está bien, ganaron. Ya está. Está bien, me rindo.
Here's the deal, asshole. You answer my questions, or I put a bullet in your gut and leave you to die in your own shit. ¿Lo entiendes?
Chill the fuck out, cabrón. What do you want?
Amaru, where can I find him?
You serious? That's what this is about? Sure thing. He's at Atoya Farm. Go on. Then you can see what we do to people who fuck with us. People like you.
We need to get this done in a hurry. Amaru's an old man. He's not gonna last long under torture.
Shit, if they've been working on him for a while, there's a good chance he's already dead.
Maybe, maybe not. Amaru's a major player in the rebel movement. The cartel will keep him alive as long as they can to find out what he knows.
We can't afford to take any chances. There's too much riding on this. Let's move. Let's get moving. The cartel isn't gonna wait around for us to track down and rescue Amaru.
Many of you have stood beside me as I fought for the legalization and recognition
Better not
of the
roll
sacred
this thing.
coca plant. The United Nations has prohibited it. The Americans have been burning it for decades. Our own government has attempted to dictate how much of it we are permitted to grow. Our best ally in the continuing struggle against the legislation and the stigma against our ancient tradition is the Santa Blanca cartel. They already employ many of you, and many of our neighbors have been aided by Esperanza Santa Blanca. The good they have done our country is undeniable. Support your local Santa Blanca affiliates. Santa Blanca is Bolivia's partner in bringing our traditions into the future.
Santa Blanca Radio con DJ Perico.
Hoy, algo especial, DJ Perico. On the phone right now with the beauty of beauties herself, the elegant, la más guapa, Nidia Flores, mamacita de mi vida, la reina de belleza, the beauty queen. Welcome to the show.
Gracias, Perico. It's a pleasure to be talking with you.
Now, can you confirm or deny these exciting rumors floating around the campfire about a new submersible that El Cerebro's cooking up?
El Cerebro, mi chico, genius that he is always designing and constructing equipment for Santa Blanca. I've known him and his family for many years, and I've always known that he has a special gift. Sigue así, chiquito.
So these two Marines board a flight to Houston.
Marines and planes. This ought to be good.
No sooner had they settled down into their seats than an Army corporal comes down the aisle and took the seat next to them. So the corporal settles in, pulls off his boots, and gets comfortable. Now the two Marines take one look at this guy and decide they're gonna have a little fun. After the plane's in the air, the Marine in the window seat turns to the corporal. Hey buddy, he says, you mind grabbing a drink for me? No problem, the Army guy says, and hops up to get a drink from the flight attendant. While he's gone, the Marine takes one of the corporal's boots and spits in.
That's just nasty.
The corporal comes back with the Marine's drink. He's just getting comfortable again when the second Marine grins and says, hey man, that drink sure looks good. You mind getting one for me too? And you know what? The corporal just grins. You bet, he says, and hops right on up. As soon as he's gone, the Marine grabs the other boot and hawks a big old loogie right inside. The Marines sit back and enjoy their drinks now. A couple hours later, the bird touches down and the corporal pulls on his boots. But right away, he knows what's happened. He turns to the jarheads, who are both giving him these shit-eating grins. How long must this go on? This hatred,
Out of the
this
car,
animosity,
now. Don't make this harder than it has to be.
Clear out. I'll meet you there.
Hold on, come up.
Sorry about this, brother, but I gotta have the car. Out.
Set. Let's go.
Ready? Open fire.
Roger.
Esto es ese vato.
Radio Santa Blanca, con DJ Perico.
¡Dale, vato loco! ¿Qué pasa, plebe? DJ Perico playing that music that makes your culito bounce up and down. But now, we're taking a break for a public service announcement. Do not betray Santa Blanca. You do not fuck with el sueño, wey. Here is a brief recording of what Jorge in Inca Camina has to say on the topic.
Por favor, mercy, mercy! I will hear your confession. Perhaps then, Santa Muerte will forgive you. Oh, nobody! Ah! Dios mío! My foot! Give it back! Por favor! Listo! Listo, listo! It was me, I gave the Colombians a shipment of Super Coca. It was just one small shipment! Ah!
And there you have it, Raza. Do not fuck with Santa Blanca. And now, an old favor going out to Jorge. Be the 10th caller with the correct name of the song and win Jorge's gold watch.
Fire.
I copy.
Sabes cómo es. La calle no perdona. Ten cuidado. Está mirando. Delincuente.
Coming up on a Toyo farm. Remember, a lot of these sicarios are ex-military.
ID your targets. The mark. Wait.
Estás buscando.
DJ Perico.
Let's get back on mission. ID your targets. If Amaru gets killed by a stray round, Operation Kingslayer will be dead in the water before it even starts. Let's go.
Most of you know the medically trained couple got started in Santa Blanca after they saved the life of our very own La Plaga. What many of you may not know is that soon after Yuri and Polito met at the hospital where they both worked, Yuri filed a sexual harassment lawsuit against Polito. The reason? Yuri wanted Polito to pay more attention to her. Pinche Yuri. I guess it worked. And the lawsuit laid the foundation of the perverse and sadistic relationship they now have. Oh, it's like the white people say, ain't love grand?
Todos los santos van a venir a ayudar. Convence a estos cabrones que me siento más libre.
Are you Amaru? What's left of him anyway? Come on, we're getting you out of here.
Buenas.
Let's go.
Go ahead, I'll catch up. In, let's roll.
Where are you taking me?
Back to your friends.
Entonces Pacatari has made his deal with the malditos extranjeros, the young fool.
Take it up with him, senor.
Go ahead, I'll meet you.
Hola, plebes! DJ Perico here, giving you advice for the man who has heard it all and seen a little bit. Things have been a little crazy around here the last couple of days. Avoided if we had been looking out for each other. You may not have met him, but you all know Ricky Sandoval, the man at the king's right hand, the guy whispering in his ear, the guy handing down justice and shit. You might not know, Ricky was acting a little crazy the last couple of months. It happens, right? Everybody gets a little high on their own supply. They get short-tempered and crazy strong. But when your homie likes the polvo too much, you gotta stop and get your amigo some help. If somebody had done that for Ricky, sat him down, talked to him, got to know him a little better, you might have figured out that the motherfucker was an undercover DEA agent. I mean, shit! You look out for your homie, you know if he's gonna roll on you. This next tune is for you, Ricky Sandoval. If they had
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
on it.
Bailar como el mambo, cuando tú le escuchas te enloquece bailando, en la sabrosura de la gente gozando, te contagia, bailando, sexo para bailar como el mambo, cuando tú le escuchas te enloquece bailando, en la sabrosura de la gente gozando, te contagia, bailando.
Ready? Open fire.
Roger.
Sexo para bailar como el mambo, cuando tú le escuchas te enloquece bailando, en la
bringing you so much music, you will shit yourself. And speaking of things that will make you shit yourself, I have on the line the scariest couple with the cutest Instagram account, Yuri y Polito.
Hola, Perico.
¿Cómo va todo, man?
Welcome to the show. Banda, I realize that doctor-patient confidentiality is supposed to be a thing, but hey, we're criminals. What can you tell us about any of your recent patients and how you treated them? Por ejemplo, I know our listeners are very curious about a gringo who was recently your guest.
Oh, he means Ricky.
Senor Ricky, what a guy. We knew him socially, you know.
A really fun guy. ¿Te acuerdas, Pauline? We really like him.
But that's the business, you know. One day you're having chelas with a guy con un carnal.
The next day, you're giving him a turpentine and but bueno.
Así es la vida. Or breaking his fingers with a ball-peen hammer.
Or legs, you know, as a ship. People are always so afraid when you break their legs.
Did you hear the Pentagon had too many generals, so they decided to get rid of some of them?
It's about damn time.
Well, somebody with the Joint Chiefs came up with the idea of offering $10,000 of severance pay for each inch of the general's body. The generals could be measured any way they chose. An Air Force general goes first. He's a smart guy, so he says he wants to be measured from head to toe. They measure him and come up with 70 inches, so he accepts a severance of $700,000. Next up was an Army general. This guy says he wants to be measured from the tip of his right finger to the tip of his left finger. The measurement comes out to 80 inches. The Army general smiles and takes a severance of $800,000. So the two generals are mighty damn pleased with themselves. But this Marine general's been watching the whole thing, and after a couple minutes, he steps up and says, "You pukes are gonna measure me from the tip of my dick to the bottom of my balls."
Man, Marine generals are kinky.
The men doing the measuring are confused. "Sir, are you sure you understand how this works?" "Just do it, maggot," the Marine general. Well, the two men get out the measuring tape, they steel their courage, and they get to work. So they start at the tip of his dick, but as they work their way down, they see the general's got no balls.
Plot twist.
One of the men says, "Left him back in Vietnam."
This is it. Yo, got a weapons case here.
¿Qué tal? ¿Todo bien?
Are you hurt? Santa Blanca is not the most gracious of hosts. These Aucas, these demons, they had questioning me. Let us say, their talk of love was enough to make me vomit. But...
Heads up. Bowman's file on Yuri and Polito is coming through. That's the rundown on La Yuri and El Polito. They're a key part of Santa Blanca's security operation. Remember to check out Bowman's briefing on their chain of command.
Guy in charge of security is El Muro, the Wall. Personal bodyguard and childhood friend to El Sueño.
El Muro's little brother is La Plaga. Nasty piece of shit. Very active on social media. Head Sicario for the cartel.
The hunt starts now. We want Sueño, we gotta work our way up the hierarchy. First targets are Yuri and Polito. We find the intel, we track them down, we take them out.
Nomad, I've got Pacatari on the line. Sounds like he needs our help.
Put him through.
Hola, compadre. I have a problem in Itaqua, and Bowman says you might be able to help. My people need help. There have been many losses to the cartel, and the horrors inflicted by Yuri Polito have broken their spirit. The fires of revolution have almost gone out.
Spare me the rhetoric, Atari. Just tell me what you need.
There is a cartel supply convoy passing through the province soon. Capturing it would give my people much-needed supplies and restore their morale. Can you do this?
Consider it done.
Taking orders from Pacatari now?
Qatari needs this convoy. We are gonna give it to him. The more he depends on us to get shit done, the more we can get out of him in return.
Target down.
Frag out. Come mierda, culeros.